It's going to be the most explosive season I've ever experienced.
We are getting blown exactly where we do not want to be.
But you know what? At the end of the season, it's the most rewarding, and you'll see why.
How's quarantine life treating you, Captain Sandy?
You know, let's just say I've been taking advantage of the outdoors.
I was gonna say, you're landlocked a bit right now, and foreseeable future, we don't really know what yachting is gonna look like.
It's still going to happen. The one thing that happens on yachts is isolation.
This is true. And the one thing that happens on your yachts is a film crew captures everything, and we're headed into season 5 of Below Deck Mediterranean. How are you feeling about season 5?
You know, I'm excited. I'm thrilled. I can't wait to witness what the crew are up to below deck.
The more you piss me off, the less I will do. I don't think your attitude's very good, to be honest. Get your shit together and be nice.
Stop talking. I'm that bad.
How much of what we see on TV winds up surprising you? Is it like 50-50?
Oh, 80%. I mean, seriously. You know, the reality is we live and work together, and if I was always downstairs in their business, I first of all, I don't really care. Secondly, you know, then they can't be themselves. So many times I've walked down the cruise stairs and heard something and decided to walk back up the stairs. I always say this to the crew. If you can't work it out amongst each other and it comes to me, that's usually the end of someone's job.
I could have fired you a long time ago, Hannah.
And it seems like things are going to come to a head with you and Hannah this year. That maybe we reach the breaking point of Sandy and Hannah's relationship.
You know, if someone, you know, constantly, you know, just goes against authority or, you know, you'll find out just like I will, just how it turns out with Hannah. But we all know she wants to be knocked up and have some babies, you know, and she's admittedly hates yachting, you know, so when you have that mix, it's kind of hard to stay focused. So I wish Hannah the best of luck this season.
Okay, she told me she's done after this season. This was her last season on a yacht. Does that surprise you?
She said that every season. Do you know how many crews say that? Everyone at the end of the season. I mean, I don't live in Hannah's mind, thankfully, but you know, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, that's up to Hannah, you know?
Yeah.
So we get out of yachting and we get back into yachting. So many people do. But let's find out.
It looked like there's going to be some rockiness with Hannah and with some of the other people on board, especially second stew Laura seems to be quite the character. And Hannah actually told me she would prefer to work with Chef Mila again over working with Laura again.
Wow.
Go punch that minute.
Lady, don't touch me.
So in the trailer, I was like, holy crap. I had no idea it was practically a fist fight in the galley. You know, I didn't know that. Hannah doesn't tell me these things. I think if Hannah would come to me more often, I could help her navigate this. And like I said, I always say to crew, if you can't work it out downstairs, and you bring it to me, usually someone gets fired. Who do you think I would have fired in that case?
Probably Laura.
Okay. So I don't, you know, to me, it's like, just bring me your problem. Because when it comes to someone threatening you, they've crossed the line. They've crossed the line. We don't do that. And I get rid of them. I terminate immediately. There's no threatening crew members.
Yeah.
So one person has to sleep with their eye open, you know?
If this really is Hannah's last season, is there anybody from seasons past you would like to see come back and be Chief Stew in the future on your yachts?
I'd like to see a male chief stew. You know, it's always because, you know, what I love about Bravo is they put females on deck. Let's put some males interior. Let's see how well they do.
Hi, Captain Sandy.
Welcome back. So good to see you.
It's very cool to see Malia back on board and to have Below Deck's first female bosun. What did it mean to you to have Malia on board as a bosun?
You know, to have women in female roles on a boat is great for me, you know, because, you know, largely it's men across the planet on yachts and ships. You know, I love it. You know, Malia stepped off the vessel from the season we filmed together, and she went and worked on yachts, big yachts, and she got her captain's license. And she has constantly worked on yachts. So Malia's experience, she's bringing it.
All right. Is there anything else we need to know about season 5 before I let you go?
It's going to be the most explosive season I've ever experienced. And for me, the most rewarding at the end because, you know, the boat was a huge challenge for me. The crew are always a challenge, right? So that comes with the yachting. Like, you know, always, if you ask any captain in the industry, what's your biggest complaint? They'll say crew. We know that going into it. But when you have a challenging vessel on top of everything else, it makes it harder. But you know what? At the end of the season, it's the most rewarding, and you'll see why.
Is it rewarding because of the boat or because of the people?
Both. You know,
Okay.
both.
And is it explosive because of the boat or because of the people?
The people. The people. The boat's not explosive. When those things get explosive on the boat, then we got a problem.